Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Rose. Today's video, I low-key didn't have like a video idea for this week. Like, yes, but no. I kind of wanted to do a video. I low-key kind of record a little bit of that video. I'm gonna put some clips about like that video.
Okay, so walking to TJ Maxx, I don't know if I can actually record in there, so I might not pull out my tripod. But once I'm inside, I might ask, like, hey, like, is it cool if I can just, like, record? Or, I don't know, I'll just do it. And if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. But it's right there. I'm in. This TJ Maxx is huge, like, huge. But there's a lot of people. And I feel a little self-conscious recording, but it's okay. I'm in the shoe section right now. I found Crocs. I like these a lot. I might get these. Okay, an employee just saw me recording, so I don't know if I might get in trouble. Like that. I'm Crocs. Oopsies.
But I don't know. It was just really, I was really not vibing with it. So I was like, you know what? I've already posted 2 videos and I feel like I'm just like doing stuff. The videos are a little bit all over the place. But this time I was kind of like, you know what? I don't have a video introducing myself. So this is the video. I went online and I basically searched up like questions. Also, I did my nails. I basically went online and I searched up some questions about like how to get to know a person. I have my notes, and I guess like in today's video, I'm basically just like introducing myself, putting myself a little bit more out there for y'all. Yeah, this is the video today. I was like, you know what? Let's do a little fun sit down video. I also don't have a microphone, but I still have my my like the ones that you connect to your phone headphones, and it works. Last time I used these was when I went to Mexico because my AirPods died, and it was a smart girly, so I took these so I can keep listening to music and podcasts. I have a few questions I might throw in, like other like random questions. So yeah, let's get into the video then. So like I said, I have some questions, and we're gonna go for like basic questions to a little bit more of like who I am and what I do, I guess. So the first question, what is your name? So my real name is Rosario. My real name is Rosario Nazarena Franco Corral. That's my real full name. But here, I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I go by Rose. Why? Because it's a lot easier to pronounce. Even though growing up, I will have some friends like call me Rose for short. Also Rosa, because I'm also from Mexico. My friends from Mexico would call me Rosa for short. So when I moved to the States, I was like, Rosa is rose in English. Also pink. So I was like, I'm Rose. So that's why here in the States, I go by Rose, and everybody knows me as Rose. And just like my really close friends call me Rosa. But yeah, I go by Rose, and I decided to introduce myself as Rose. I don't know, I feel like it's my personality. I am 22 years old. My birthday was January the 20th. I was born on 2002. I'm a 2002 girly. Where am I from? So, I was born in Phoenix, Arizona. I lived there up until I was like, I want to say like 7 years old. My parents decided to move to Mexico. So I basically grew up my whole entire life in Mexico. And when I was probably like 19, I moved back to Phoenix. It was an experience. I'm not going to comment any more about that, but it was an experience. I decided to move back, and almost 2 years ago now, I have a really great friend. Her name is Lily. She was living here in Nashville, Tennessee. She was so nice to let me stay with her just for the summer because I just wanted to make some dineros and then go back to Mexico. I ended up falling in love with the city. I ended up falling in love with the city, and I decided to stay. So I basically went back home, packed up the rest of my things, and I decided to come live in Nashville, Tennessee. I think that's what basically happened. For my next question, like I said, I just like found a lot of like random questions, and I just wrote down like questions that I kind of like liked, I guess. So for the next question, it says, are you better at talking or listening? I consider myself a person that is a really great listener. I'm really good of like, if my friend needs to talk about anything, if she's in her feels, if she wants to get something off her chest, I'm a really great listener. I feel I also consider myself really good of like giving advice. I'm also like an older sister, so I feel like I give a lot of my friends like older sister advice. If they take it, good. If not, you're stupid. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I do consider myself being a really great listener. I actually catch myself enjoying more listening to people than actually talking. But at the same time, I feel like at the same time, I enjoy also like having a really great conversation. But if I feel really, really comfortable with someone, I don't shut the up. Honestly, I don't shut the if I'm like with people that I'm maybe not 100% comfortable with, I kind of like keep to myself a little bit more. But if I know you and I like you and I feel comfortable with you, I'm not gonna stop talking. I'm just not gonna stop talking. Next question says, what type of music do you prefer? I really did like this question because I feel like growing up, I had like a preference because like I said, I grew up here in the States as a kid, and then I moved to Mexico. So obviously like I will listen to all of what was on the radio. So when I was a kid, I would just listen to whatever was on the radio. It's just like, you know, the 2000s. After that, when I moved to Mexico, obviously I made some new friends. So a lot of my friends introduced me to like different types of music. One of them, reggaeton. I was a girly that I was like, I don't like reggaeton. Like, what the fuck is that? Honestly, growing up, I was like, hey, maybe I don't like this artist, but I like this artist. So growing up, I listened to a lot of like reggaeton, a lot of like indie kind of style of music, a lot of pop. I was a big One Direction fan, like huge. My room was like covered in posters. My music taste is a little bit like all over the place. Also rap. The only like rapper that I do enjoy a lot and I'm actually a fan, a little controversial, is Doja Cat. I love Doja Cat. I love her so much. Even though I know she's had her controversies and I'm just gonna leave it like that. Next question is, what is your favorite season and why? Let me break it down to you. So my favorite season growing up was summer. I freaking love summer. Who doesn't like summer? And the main reason was growing up in Mexico, it was so fun to like go out with your friends and have pool parties. And at least in my hometown, when it was summer, it would get really, really hot, but it was more of a dry heat. So it was perfect to go like make a pool party and just, you know, grab some sodas, have some soda, have some chips, and just like hang out with your friends. I still remember one of my best friends from Mexico. His name is Capo. He will always throw a pool party for his birthday. And I still remember one of his birthday parties at the pool. It was one of the best days of my life. I had so much fun. I was feeling myself. The vibe was amazing. All of our like great friends were there. There was also a little someone there that I was like, no. But ever since I moved to Tennessee, it's more of a humid heat here. So whenever it's summer, you just feel sticky. I don't like that. I'm also more on the like chubby girl kind of side. Thick girly, if you want to say it. So obviously the heat is really not your best friend. But at the same time, I really enjoy it. But I don't like the feeling of being sticky and sweaty. So yeah. So next question is, what are your hobbies? Okay, so when I was in Mexico, I feel like I did have a lot of hobbies. I really enjoy reading books. I actually have my favorite book right here. Don't come at me. My favorite book is Hush Hush. It was like one of like the first books I ever like read. I just never really thought of me like actually being like a big reader. I fell in love with reading. I just felt that I can just like go into a world that's not mine and like see everything from like a different point of view of stuff. Like reading and writing, when I was younger, I used to write a lot. I would like write little like comic books and stories for my friends. I remember like making like a little novel for my friends, and my friends would be like, oh my god, this is so good, like can you keep going, like I want to know what's going on like in the next like chapter. But this year I really do want to get into that, and right now I caught myself really not having a hobby. I would just like go to work, come back home, maybe go hang out with my friends, but I really didn't have a hobby. And I don't know if I already mentioned this. When I was younger, probably like 13, 14, I was YouTube obsessed, like crazy YouTube obsessed. Like every single day I was watching YouTube. Ever since I was young, I always wanted to start YouTube. But I was really, I don't want to say insecure, but I guess like I was really, I guess like I cared what people will say about me. Of like my family, my friends, people from school, people from my neighborhood, like what would they think of me just like posting on YouTube and like trying to just have fun with it. And ever since I've moved away from home and being an independent girly, I realized that like I don't care what people think about me. I had a lot of really bad experiences where I thought I had like people that will actually care about me, not really caring about me. They were just like using me to their convenience. And I just realized that I used to be a really big people pleaser, and this year I was like, this year is about me, and if I want to start YouTube, I will start YouTube. That's why I'm doing this. And I guess I want to say that YouTube is, I want it to be my hobby. I want to have fun with it. I want to have like a little something that I genuinely enjoy doing. I caught myself enjoying editing videos, and that was crazy. I really never was like a big tech kind of person. I guess I want YouTube to be my hobby. I want to have a little something else than just going to work and hanging out with friends. Like I really do want to have like YouTube as a hobby, and also like I want to get back into reading and maybe writing some stuff and just have fun with it. Well, next question is, do you have pets? Yes, I do. I have, back in Mexico at my mommy's house, I have 2 pets. I have a pug. I know. Her name is Cooper. I rescued her when I was like in middle school. Unfortunately, they found her abandoned like in a house, and she was in really bad conditions. She's also blind. So when they offered me Cooper, obviously I was just like, what would happen if like no one wants her? Like what would happen? So I cried to my mom and I told her like, I want her. I will take care of her. So now I've had Cooper for years. I think she's like 13, so she's old now. She's a really happy puppy, and she's living a life. And me and my mom thought that it would have been like hard to like take care of a blind dog, but honestly, it was not complicated at all. She like low key remembered how like all of the furniture was placed, so she would like never bump in. She would like occasionally like bump into something, or like even bump into you, but yeah, she is the love of my life, and I really love her and I really miss her. And I don't know if I have pictures of her. If I do, I'll try to like put a picture of her. But yeah, she's my baby girl. She's my baby girl. Also have he is a mixture of a Chihuahua and a wiener dog. He's a Chiweenie. His name is Martin. Last year, for my 21st birthday, I decided to get another pet living here in the States. And I had a beautiful pet fish. His name was Bailey. Rest in peace, Bailey. Bailey was an exotic beta. He was beautiful. He was the most loving fish I've ever had. I loved him so much. And it sounds stupid because I know he was just a fish, but he was my fish. Bailey, I love you, man, and I really miss him. Last year was a really dark period of my life. Not really, but a little bit. I was going through a lot of stuff. There was a lot of bad energy around me. Let's say, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not really gonna get into that, but there was just like a really like bad energy and negativity around me. It's gonna sound stupid, but Bailey was like my support. I would always come home so excited to see him, and even though he was a fish, he was so excited to see me. He would like swim around and dance, and I bought him a leaf, and he would like sleep on his leaf. And unfortunately, Bailey passed away. Bailey was with me for like 7 to 8 months. I always think that it was my fault because I was cleaning his bowl and he was like in a little cup for a little bit. I guess he got really stressed out, and I went to work. I came back and he was just like low-key kind of gray because he had this beautiful like blue like skin tone. And when I got back, he was like low-key kind of gray. He looked really sad, and I was crying my ass off. And at the time, I had a guy in my life. He was not my boyfriend. But I texted him, and I was like, oh my god, like, I think something is wrong with Bailey. And he was like, hey, don't worry, maybe tomorrow we can like go and buy like some vitamins, and you can like put him in his water, he'll be fine. And sadly, the next day, Bailey didn't make it. What was the question? Anyways, what is your favorite superhero? Let me tell you. My favorite superhero is Spider-Man. But I don't fuck with spiders. I do not fuck with spiders. I don't have an issue with insects or just bugs. I remember like grabbing bugs off like a wall and like chasing my friends with it, or chasing my siblings, and they would do the same thing, and I would probably like freak out like, holy shit. Spiders, I can't do spiders. I low-key get goosebumps thinking about spiders. But I love Spider-Man. I really do love Spider-Man. He's like, I love you, Spider-Man. Other than Spider-Man, I honestly don't think I have like another like favorite superhero. If I had to choose like another superhero, I was thinking about Batman, but honestly no. It's not, no hate to Batman. No hate to Batman. I don't have an answer for that. Spider-Man. Next question is, if your life were a movie, what scene would you watch over and over again? It's really a tough one. I know I talked about like my best friend's gabble, like pool party. Definitely that would be like a day that I would like, if I had the opportunity to go back in time and like you can relive one day, what day would that be? I think that will be that day. Like I will totally like relive that day because it was just an amazing day. I guess just like a day like hanging out with my family and like friends. Like it doesn't matter, like family and friends. When I like used to be in Mexico, I will totally like relive like one of those days for sure. Honestly, that's all the questions I have. I don't have any questions, and I'm not like, I can't think of like any questions, but let me show you something. This is Benito. Benito is a dinosaur. I painted him. Me and my friends went to do pottery. It was my first time doing pottery, and when I walked in, I was like, I want to make a dinosaur. I found a dinosaur. I actually have a video unboxing him, so roll the clips. Unboxing de Benito. We did pottery. And I made a dinosaur. His name is Benito. This is Sophia. Say hi, Sophia.
Hi.
This is my best friend. Benito! Look at it! This is Benito, guys. Alright, well, other than that, I think I don't have any questions. But that's all I got for y'all today. Any book recommendation? Obviously, read Hush Hush. Read all four of like the Hush Hush books. One of my favorite books, Eleanor and Park. And also, I read this book when I was like, I want to say like 13 or 12, and I never found this book ever again. And one day I was in Target and I found it, so I bought it. It's called Beautiful Disaster. It's a really great book. It's more of like a love novel kind of thing. It's the typical what all of the teenage girlies like bad boy and the good girl. But it was a really interesting story. Like, I think he was like a fighter, and she was just like, I'm not like the girls. So that's all I got for y'all today. Thank you very much for watching, and I just want to say thank you to all of my friends and some family members that have been so supportive of me actually starting YouTube and watching my videos and just being there for me. So I really appreciate it. I love y'all so much. And esto es para todos mis amigos que están en México. Los amo mucho. Muchas gracias. Los quiero muchísimo y muchas gracias por creer en mí y en darme todo el apoyo de querer hacer esto, hacer YouTube. Entonces, los amo mucho. Esto es un saludo para ustedes. Anyways, I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Like and subscribe. And comment down below if you watched the whole entire video. And comment down if you read books. Comment down like, what's your favorite book? I might look for it. I might read it. And comment down, what's your hobby? Anyways, have an amazing day. I love y'all. I'll give y'all all of the good vibes. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.